What's up, everyone? In this game, we have Overdoze as our red Ottoman player spawning on the northwestern side of Cliffside, and on the southeast of the map, we have TarroGangz as our yellow Ayyubids player. Going for the berry bushes right away. Wait, I just saw his scout. Okay, there's his scout. I thought he garrisoned his scout there for a moment. I haven't really seen this matchup very much. It's a pretty rare matchup, so we're all gonna be going into this together. We do have our early military academy, or excuse me, our early military school coming through for TarroGangz. We'll see if he's gonna be going for any type of early aggression with it, or if he's just using it in order to get his visor points just that much sooner. It's a pretty common play to get it with get the military school and not do any aggression with it. The main thing that I really like about both of these civilizations, especially the Ottomans in this case, is their ability to go into fast imperial off of solely their school, the military schools. You'll be able to get, generally what they'll do is get the sheep as their tier 1 vizier point. Tier 2 will be get the will be to get a +1 or to get an extra military school. So that way in feudal you'll be sitting on 3 military schools. Go up to castle, you'll be on 4 with the 40% increased production rate once you have a blacksmith there, and you'll be able to just make units obviously for free and according to what your opponent is doing. In the castle age, what you'll have your 4 military schools plus your Mohammed Imperial, or Mohammed, wow, why am I forgetting what it's called? Holy crap. Wow, I'm drawing a blank on the landmark, but the one that produces siege. Anyways, you'll be getting 4 units. Generally, once you're in the castle age, you'll have them making either your crossbows or your men-at-arms, depending on what civilization you're going against. And then obviously your mangonels will be coming out for free as well every about 2-ish minutes. You sit back, you turtle, you build outposts if necessary, you drop a keep if necessary, and then you go into a fast castle. Into Imperial. Once you hit Imperial, as you're transitioning, you'll drop like 5 barracks. We are getting the Twin Minaret Madrasa for our Ottoman player. Meanwhile, for Ayyubids, we are getting Trade Wing Bazaar. Pretty standard, especially if you're going to be going for early aggression, or if you want to try to go for early aggression, this is going to be your best bet. And we are getting a little bit of harassment with the first spearmen as well. Nothing too much incremental damage, but there was a little bit of idle time since Taro did need to pull back his villagers. Nothing too significant though. And then we're going to have to see what Taro does get from his Trade Wing Bazaar. From here, it really depends. It doesn't really depend. From here, we'll see where he wants to transition. If he plans on going into a fast castle with culture wing, advancement, like I had it at the tip of my tongue. It does reduce the age up, or increases your age up by 40%, and lets you age up 40% faster. It also reduces the cost of your age up as long as you're going through the culture wing advancement. Nice little pokes here and there with the spear coming in, little stabby stab, instantly backing off to reduce any kind of villager damage that'll get put onto it. 1 villager is already at half health, 2 other ones have taken a little bit of spear damage, not too much. And this is very, very annoying when you are playing against it, because it's not like, realistically you shouldn't lose a villager to this, but it just happens. And now the two sets of skirmishers are out, and they are going to start applying a lot of damage onto the spears. Get the first spear kill. Second one will be going down shortly as well. For those that don't know, the skirmisher is essentially kind of like a javelin thrower for the Malians, except better. So you get the 7 javelin, or you get the 7 damage, base damage, plus 7 against light infantry. The key difference between this and the javelin thrower is that part right there, light infantry. So it does the bonus damage not only to archers, but it also does it to the spears themselves. So they're really good in the early stages of the game, early feudal, depending on the civilizations you're going against. Anybody that has any kind of early man-at-arms, things like that, will not be taking the bonus damage, since those are armored units or heavy units. Heavy armored units, yeah. But against, let's say, the Ottomans, for instance, right now, if they went for the early military school, you're going to be able to shut it down very, very quickly, just like we saw happen right now. 14 damage per attack, and he got 4 of them for free. Well, not necessarily for free, but he got them with, what was it, a set for 120 gold, 150 gold. And we have traders out and operational as well. Just, where are you? We have 2 traders up and running already as well, part of the bazaar. It was 2 traders for 150 gold. So it does cost a little bit more gold than what you normally would have, or than what it normally would be, but you don't have to spend any additional wood on them, anything like that. So it's still a very, very good trade, or a very good purchase in this case, because you're not diminishing your wood whatsoever. If you were planning on still going for a 2TC play, anything like that, it's still purely beneficial. It does look like we're going to be going into a fast castle for our Ayyubids player. He still has quite a few villagers on gold, and since he does have a little bit of a Sipahi, a few Sipahi back here doing the extra damage, they would be able to actually pick off that villager over the wall, since they do have that increased range, and the spears wouldn't have really been able to do much against it. They have taken quite a bit of damage though, and they go under TC fire. One Sipahi will go down for sure. Second one is gonna make it out with just above 50% health. We're up to 3 traders now, and Overdoze is going to scout it. More and more traders are coming out. A total of, what was that, 6 traders total for our Ayyubids player. He does have to fix the rally points on these traders though, to maximize distance. It's only a 2 gold difference realistically, but I think there are still some that are going towards, yeah, the House of Wisdom. So instead of getting the 25 or 27, they're only getting the 11. Over here with our Ottoman player, it looks like he's going to be going more into a feudal style play, dropping stables, archery ranges, as well as his second academy. I don't know why I keep calling it academy. It's school. The second military school is coming down, so he is going to be getting that additional production, additional free production. Sitting on 18 villagers on food with 8 on gold. Egypt should be coming through for him as well within the next 2 minutes, depending on how heavy he wants to go into the feudal, or if he's just setting up for his castle age, going into knights and crossbows. The scout for Overdoze is in the back of our Ayyubid player's base, looking around, checking to see what there is. More and more traders are coming out. He should be at, oh, I need to swap it over. 11 traders out currently. Has he fixed them? No, he has not. So these traders definitely need to be fixed. Also, he'd be able to put a market right here in order to increase the gold, probably by another 2 as well. Sipahi are in the trade line. They were able to get through before the walls are able to fully come up. walls, of course, have been done on the west and southern side of Taro's base. Slowly but surely they will be finishing up here as well. He does have 5 villagers there in order to get that done. The Mohammed Imperial Armory is coming down with 14 villagers for Overdoze. I don't think these Sipahi are okay. The Sipahi are barely able to outrun the spears. Are they gonna get another kill? They are able to get their 3rd kill before they get locked in. Are they gonna make it out? Oh, they are not get burned. They need, oh, if all 6 of them, was it 6? Yeah, all 6 of them focus fire down that one wall segment, they would have been able to burn it before getting locked out, or well, in this case, before getting locked in. And now this is going to be a lot of micro that's going to be coming over here for Overdoze while he keeps these alive. So that's additional APM unless he just completely sacrifices them. But at the same time, it is going to be a little bit of control necessary, a little extra APM necessary for Taro as well. As you can see, there's already a handful of units that just stopped chasing. If Overdoze could get enough distance between his Sipahi and the spears, he'd be able to turn around, snipe off the scout, and then tuck these in somewhere potentially. More Sipahi and archers rotating up here to the northwestern side, going to attempt to burn down this wall to stop the trade as much as they can. The scout does go down for Taru, and now Overdoze just needs to he's put himself in a corner. 1 or 2 Sipahis may actually go down right here. A 3rd one will potentially go down as well, since it is extremely low. 2 Sipahi down, 3rd one goes down as well. Now he's left with 1 Sipahi, 1 scout in the back of Taru's base, or inside of Taru's base. We have veterancy coming through for Overdoze. +1 ranged armor has finished up. +1 ranged attack is going to be coming through. It's about halfway done, 3/4 of the way done at the moment. And now the scout has gone down. A single Sipahi is left up here. There could have been a potential repair right here, but the villagers would have been either killed off or taken a lot of damage because of those archers. Even the Sipahi, with their range increase that they got a couple patches back, would have been able to kill the villagers. And now Overdoze has broken through. He's sitting on 22 military supply. There has to be some really nice kiting right here and individual sniping, and we do see the snipes going off on those, on the first couple spears. A little bit lackluster on the next few shots, but now he is in on top of the trade post, and we will start seeing more and more traders go down slowly but surely. Age up does come through for our Ayyubids player. It was not the culture wing, it was the military wing. I don't know which one it was, but there are desert raiders out now for him. This will give him a little bit more oomph in his army. The Sipahi for Overdoze have all went down to the spears, but these archers, it doesn't really matter. Overdoze is sitting on 22 worker kills so far, just completely destroying the trade line. There has been 0 reaction from Taru in order to stop this. He could have easily just pulled his traders back, had them turtle back here. Instead of losing them, it's better to have them just idle. And now Overdoze has a very significant military lead. He's sitting on 46 villagers and 31 military. 18 archers, 6 men-at-arms, 3 Sipahi, 2 knights, 2 spears. A mangonel is out as well, with the second one on its way. Where are you, Mohammed? The second mangonel is at about halfway. And now and now Taru finally decides to rotate his traders to the other trading post. This is one of those cases of too little, too late. Oh, excuse me. If he would have done this earlier, he would have saved about what, 15 to 18 traders easily, because we saw a mound of dead traders right next to the trade post. They were not able to make their second trip or their second turn in. Wolves are getting in on the action as well, doing a little bit of poke damage onto the traders. And now the military force for Overdoze is nearly double that of Taru's. That manga now is going to be putting in a ton of work. We need to see the same on the other side. We need to see at least 2 Manjaniques come through for Taro in order to completely demolish the archer ball that Overdoze has created. I would really like to see Meta hitting the field as well, and to get that increased attack speed for the archers, the Mango, you know, for all the units. It loves being a bard. It loves spreading its music to buff up his allies. Taro needs to back off. He needs to go under his TC. He shouldn't be this far out. He needs to be a little bit more defensive. A few villagers have been garrisoned. More workers are going down in the back to the Spahi that were tucked away in the corner. A total of 31 worker kills for Overdoze, while Taru hasn't got a single kill this entire game. Mango shot onto the outpost. Springald emplacement is finished there. We'll be able to get a little bit of incremental damage in. Does get an archer kill. Nice surround by Taru up here on the northern side of the map, able to snipe off the Mango. Is this going to be enough though? Now his army, Taru's army, is sandwiched between the main force and the reinforcements of our red Ottoman player, with the burn down right there of the palisade gate as well. There's a clearer way into our Ayyubid player's base. I don't think sniping off that Mango was enough, especially since there is a second one on the way. This is a very, very direct path instead of having that roundabout up north. And I don't think Taru's going to be able to hold, even though that outpost is doing a ton of damage. He might be able to. The second Mango comes out. Nice shot on those archers, able to get 4 of them from what it seems like. But the aggression is still coming through for Taru. The amount of damage, as I said, from the outpost isn't insignificant. It's gotten at least 20-25 Springald shots off, and keep in mind the Springalds do a decent amount of damage. It's 42 damage a shot. It's able to 2-shot the archers, and it got quite a few kills. And now they're still in range though. A man-at-arms will be going down to those Springald shots. There is a Spahi in the back alongside his wolf partner, clearing up more traders. 44 military supply for Overdoze at the moment. 13 man-at-arms, 1 Spahi, 10 archers, 10 crossbows, 10 janissaries, 2 Mangos, and a knight. For our Ayyubids player, we do see him sitting at 22 military, 21 military right now, 8 golems, 5 archers, 3 crossbows, 1 spear, 2 swordsmen, and 2 skirmishers. That's it. That's all he has in order to defend this push. And now we see Overdoze working down the palisade gate at the front of Taru's base. He wants to end this. He needs to end this, especially since he's been sitting on castle for so much longer than our Ayyubids player. He felt like he was so far ahead, but Taru was able to hold for the time being. This is one of the traders that he never worked, or he never rerouted back to his other markets at the back of his base. Unlike this one, he's taking the safer route back home. And now the first ram is on the field. The Mangos are working down that palisade gate. 2 more shots, 1 shot apiece, and it will be going down. We have a knight and a Spahi going through the trade route once again to clear out more and more traders. Even with this, Taru, even with the original onslaught on his traders, he has worked himself back up to 10, but that's not going to be enough. Overdoze is sitting at over twice the military supply. 68 villager, or excuse me, 68 military for our red Ottoman player to the 30 of our yellow Ayyubids player. More villagers are going down right there as well. There are a few. Oh, he didn't notice. There is a little bit of counterattack coming on over here on the back line, trying to pick off as many reinforcements as he can with his spears, swordsmen, skirmishers. It's a huge mixed match of military right here for our Taru, our Ayyubids player. He is able to pull back the entire force of our Ottoman player, though. It is buying him quite a bit of time, but is that going to be enough? Because there are men-at-arms still in the wood line. There's still more villagers going down. A total of 47 villager kills for Overdoze. And now Overdoze is also stealing the berries in the northern part. GG gets called by Taru. Game goes over to Overdoze, our red Ottoman player. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.